Yeah. Flavor tasters. Yeah, we taste that truth. Pull up to the spot, camera on, let's see. Menu in my hand, but I'm reading every piece. Checking how they cook it, what they use in the grease. If it's unclean meat, then I'm sliding to the greens. Steam in the air, herbs in the pan. I'm chasing that scent like run it again. Played it up nice, then the points go up. But if the floor look foul, then the score get cut. Hey, flavor tasters,
Hello
we
fellow
don't fake it,
surfers,
we just
welcome
rate
to
it from the
Flavour
first
Taste, the food and
to the
beverage review
last
channel,
clean
all
plate.
things
Yeah,
relating
if it's
to
on my
food,
table, you
beverage,
don't pass
health,
that
yakka,
test.
yakka,
Giving you the real,
Now,
never anything
I need to
less.
just put something away. We're at Wendy's, as you can see behind me, and this is what we've got. Hopefully we can get a decent thing there. Yeah, decent little thumbnail or something there, right? Now, I couldn't get a smoothie, so what I did get is some water. They might do ice cream, I think they do ice cream, but it wouldn't be the same. Normally, as you guys may know, I do like double cheeseburger, fries, in comparison to the other places with a milkshake. I don't think anything's going to beat the Five Guys milkshake of the peanut butter one, but anyway. So we have the chili. We've got the chili here. Put that down there. Got some knives and forks, but I brought my own. Oh, I think I did anyway, unless I didn't put them in. There we go. I brought my own anyway. But we've got the other ones, so I'll use them. We've got the chili. Let's smell it. To be honest, straight away, it's kind of has the smell of like a microwave, but not going to judge it on the smell. I'm not going. Actually, I'll let that cool down a bit. To be honest, I'll put that down here. We got a burger. Now this straight away, without even opening it up, looks by far better size than like McDonald's and Burger King. It actually feels like a real burger. We'll get into that in a second. We have the chip fries and stuff as well. We have the fries. The small fries it's like a lot smaller. However, they do have the potato skin on. Oh, fell on my leg. It wasn't on the floor. It was on my leg. Anyway. So that's what you get for smalls fries at Wendy's. You're not getting much, but I'm going to leave them in there just in case any birds come in and attack. And we have some chicken, and I'll show you anyway what it looks like by the camera. Got some chicken there, but for the weight of it, we'll go put it in here, and we'll get into that in a second. So, first of all, hello. Do you want a business cut? Food review? On YouTube.
How much followers do you have? One of these?
300. Yeah.
300?
Yeah, 300.
Oh, well done. Keep going, mate.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Can we be in your review of the burger?
If you want to.
Everyone go follow him. Mint person.
Very good lad.
Thank you very much. So, we've got the burger, which is by far bigger than the McDonald's and the Burger King and stuff. So, it's actually got bigger, so you can see. Whoop, it's trying to run away. 1 second. The things are trying to escape, so put the water on. Actually, I can't put the water on there because that'll fly off. Anyway, the bits and pieces in there, you can see big chunks in contrast to small tomatoes, and the patties are obviously different. And let's get into it. So, nice firmness to the bun. The contrast, the texture, in contrast to McDonald's and Burger King, you don't get the best like texture than you do here. There's a nice crunch to the tomato, the onion. You're getting that little bit of the kind of sharpness of the onion. And the pickles, I'm not really picking up the pickles, but the sauce is better put on. It's a little bit dripping, juicy.
What's your honest opinion on the burger?
Much better than McDonald's and Burger King.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a come again? Like, would you come here again? Wendy's?
Yeah. I would probably pick Five Guys over Wendy's, but if I had to go to here compared to them, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would rather go to here than McDonald's or Burger King, but Five Guys is much better, but burger.
Have a good.
It's mint, man. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. See you later, mate. So it's juicy. The sauce, look at that crust cut there. There's a crunch, nice meatiness. The burger, straight away, and get like all of the flavors. And it's dripping all over my fingers. That's how juicy it is, with the juices from the tomato and the vegetables, but also the meat. Now, that's a good burger. We'll wrap that up for a little bit later. Definitely go eat it. But yeah, you can see kind of the juices already in there. Very juicy. You can actually taste the meat. Like with McDonald's, it's very light. With McDonald's, it's very light. The flavour. No, I'm just going to get mine. I'm sorry for the noise of buses and stuff, if there is a noise or how loud it is, but so I'm going to try the chili. Go put that in there for now. I'm going to try the chili. Like I say, it smells like the normal kind of microwave chili, but I'm not going to go by that. And by the way, the aromas from the burger in the bag when I was walking along setting up, it like bursts with flavors, bursts with aromas. You don't really get that from like McDonald's. Maybe it's the chips, the fries, but not really from the burger itself. So there was a mixture of aromas there. You could quite clearly pick up the chili. You can pick up the burger itself, the sweetness from the ingredients and stuff. So this is tomatoey, salty. It tastes like there's a lot of salt in there, to be honest. In fact, I'll get some B-roll with this, and I'll get some like pictures and B-roll with the other phone to show you the actual ingredients, and hopefully I'll have my voice over anyway. But yeah, it had like a lot of saltiness to it. It tastes nice though. There's a nice sweetness. It has a similar flavor to microwave one, but it's not clearly the same flavor. It's similar, but it's got a nice sweetness to it. The tomatoes standing out on the tongue, on the palate. Yeah, the tomato is at the forefront of this. The flavour from the beans as well, which is more stronger than a typical microwave, but it's similar in flavour, just more stronger. It's got more oomph to it than the microwave one. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is microwavable. unless they season it afterwards with other things. But yeah, the beans here are standing out as well. Not really getting much of the meat, if there's any meat in it. It looks like there's little flakes, little parts to it, but a lot of saltiness. I'm not really, there's some meat there. I'm not really keen on the saltiness, personally for me, but yeah, it feels way too overly salty, but let's put that aside. Just clean this off for later. Let's rinse the mouth for cleaning the palate. The burger's definitely a win. Let's get the fries. Where's the fries? The fries that went right to the bottom. Oh, they fell out the bottom. Oh, actually, there's a lot more fries actually in there than first. Oh, Ron's fell on the floor. Go put that on the table for now. If a bird comes along, I'll give it to the birds. But let me actually, let's do these. Let's do these chicken wings, and that's turned. Let's do the chicken wings first. Then, yeah, there wasn't much difference between the fries. It might just be because they fell out. I thought that there would have been more fries. It's not. Just maybe it's 2, 3 more fries than what I thought, but nothing special. Nothing like a lot more. Anyway, so I'm going to use this, and it's nice to see that actually Wendy's give out like wooden cutlery. I don't see that in McDonald's and Burger King. Not to say that there isn't brands that do cutlery or give out cutlery, but I haven't personally had it given out or anything like that. So let's get into, oh, where is it? There we go. I'm going to put this down here. Right, let's get the, right, already straight away, a little bit stiffness. It's not really much, like, I don't know, it looks damp, obviously because of the sauce, but you would think there would be a little bit of a dryness, a little bit of, from the look of it, that it would just be covered in the sauce, maybe still have that, but let's get into it. I like the sauce. It chili heat. The sauce is lovely. However, the chicken is a little bit dry. It's not bland, obviously because of the sauce. It's almost as if, let me just, it's almost like the sauce is overwhelming the chicken, possibly permeating, going through the chicken. But it looks like a decent amount of chicken in it. But the sauce, I think maybe it's the sauce is what they're going for. You're not really getting much chicken flavour. I like it. A little heat at the front of the palate, front of the tongue. I could eat this. Like, I could get this by itself. Then I could eat like a lot of this, but it's dry. Now I'm talking about just average eating. If you're going somewhere for like a lot of flavour, you may as well get the sauce. I'm not sure if Wendy's does the sauce of this by itself in a shop. They should do if they don't, but the chicken's a little bit dry, a little bit tough. There's a light crunchiness there. So let me put that down. We'll get to the. I like the. Let's see. I really like the sauce. With that, there is a lot of saltiness, but it's not like overly salty. There's a nice seasoning, the heat, fruitiness to it, to the sauce. But the heat is what gives it kind of lifts the flavors. Now, getting onto the fries, you don't get many. There's a couple left in there. As you can see there, it's not. People would look at this and say, nah. You know what I mean? It looks a little bit weird. So I'm going to take that off because I'm not going to eat that. I'm let down by the small fries personally. With relation to like McDonald's and Burger King, the size and how much you actually get. The burger's by far better, but the amount of fries, it's a bit of a letdown. It does have like some potato skin, but it's yeah. The flavor's practically the same as a Burger King. A little bit more firmer. Not as floppy, but similar flavor. There's some skin on here, so I'm gonna light bit of different flavor to the skin on chips, but yeah, you don't get much. You know what I mean? There's not much to it.
Where's the monument?
Oh, yeah, straight up there, mate. You'll see the monument ahead of you. No worries. So yeah, there's not much. There's not a lot of fries to that. I may put that over there. Actually, I don't want to get a fine for throwing a chip to a seagull. Anyway, yeah, there's about 2, 4, 6, 8. It's about 8 or 10 fries more than this. There's not a lot. However, it's an average fry, chip is what you call them. An average fry. This is probably about the second most flavorful thing in the bag. I really like this. It's just because of the sauce, but I don't like how dry the meat is coming off when you're eating into it, like chewy. It's good. It's not like overly chewy, but it's chewy to the point where you're like, yeah. It's not like, it's almost as if it's microwavable kind of, or you put it into a freezer type of chicken battered and then you cook it up. Other than that though, the sauce obviously brings it to a higher quality. Gives it a bit of a higher quality. It's getting windy here and I don't want to be losing my cutlery or anything, so let me just put that, like the stuff in here, so hopefully yeah, the chili wasn't anything of substance, too salty. The sauce of the chicken kind of nuggets, there was a bit of saltiness to that, but it wasn't overpowering as the salt in the chili itself that was overpowering. The sauce in the chicken nuggets actually overpowered more so than the saltiness. You could get the saltiness there and you could tell there's a lot of salt in, but the flavor of the sauce, sweet, having the front tongue heat, little tiny bit of pepperiness to the back of the tongue, but it's not like, oh, this is horrible, it's too hot type thing. So I'll probably say it's a light heat, decent. So what we're going to do is I'm going to finish off the burger, but I'm going to give it a score. 8 out of 8 out of 10. It's as juicy, but it's not as thick as the burgers that you get from Five Guys. So this is a close second to Five Guys for the burger. The chili, I've never had it anywhere else except for microwavable chili. I would probably give that a 4 out of 10 just because it's too salty. The burger, 8 out of 10. The fries, sorry, but you're not getting enough to say yes, worth the money, personally. So I would have to give that a 3 out of 10. The chicken, 6 out of 10. Merely off the or sheerly, just simply off the sauce, and you are getting a bit of meat in there. So 6 out of 10 for that. But the burger, as a meal, I'll probably say as a full meal, 7 out of 10. Wherefore the burger is the thing that's giving it kind of credibility. So it's decent. If you want to go check it out, but it's nothing like to write home about in relation to this is the best place to go. But it is better than McDonald's and Burger King, the burger itself. The fries, may as well go if you want the fries more at Burger King or McDonald's or Five Guys and the other things. Again, no smoothie, which is what I would like to have had. Now, the price overall I paid was £21.95 for the whole amount of it. The burger, the double cheeseburger was £7.49. The small fries was £1.59. Again, not enough in there. The beef chili, £4.29, I think is a little bit extortionate, personally. A little bit too much, especially with too much salt, because I'm probably not going to eat that. If I do, I'm going to wait until I get home and then put it with some rice, maybe. The bottled water, £2 for a bottle of water. I could have brought some water from home. £1.99 for the water. And the buffalo spray, the buffalo sauce, spicy chicken was £6.59. Now, would I pay that for the whole thing? Probably not. I think I would pay happily £6. Sorry, not £6, £5. £1.59, a little bit over. Well, it's nice. I probably wouldn't come back to pay that much for that bucket of the chicken with the sauce. The sauce nice, but the chicken's meh. With that said, overall, what, 7.5. You could argue for 7.5 because the burger's juicy. I'm going to finish off the burger. Maybe eat later on the chicken. The rest of it, I'm not. And yeah, tell me your views and opinions in relation to this. Hopefully I've got the scores right in relation to, in my mind, like in contrast. I believe I give Five Guys a 5 or a 9, 8 or a 9. And I'm trying to contrast it. It's similar, but it's not as chunky of meat. So I'm going to finish off this, but the rest of it was meh. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.